Good evening, everyone. I'm Tassinix, and welcome to Season 67, 5 vs. 5 Grand Arena Championship, Week 2, Round 3. My opponent is BabyYoda, the child. In name only, because he's one of the largest accounts of the game, and what I think is, at least, in the top reaches of GAC, the highest number of Datacron rerolls are none. So, one of the largest and most dangerous opponents I might fight. Should be a good one. How y'all doing this evening? You know the drill. Let me music set up. There we go. All right. Hey, yeah, I saw your first, Sheep. Acknowledged. What's up, Bane? Yes, it is going to be a good match. Gonna try and win here. Lord Megatron, what's good? Black Hammer, hey, what's up, man? Kim, good to see you. Good to see you. Good evening, Task. Just finished up my GAC. Good chance I win this one. Now I can watch the professional. Yeah, good. Yeah. Listen, I'm 2-0 on this week so far. Manage your expectations. We'll do the best we can. All right, let's get ready for a prediction. All right, I'm not gonna bullshit, guys. Gotta be kind of one or less, two or more. I wish I could do it differently, but it ain't like that. So, the prediction is live on Twitch. All right, Graph71 says, hello there. Good evening, everyone. You. All right. All right. Up against BabyYoda of my sister guild, Maw Chromium. I am rank 7, fighting rank 1. Oh man. I have 15.8 million GP up against his 16.0. Cool. Top 80 GP, my 3.20 million to his 3.21. Data is my 401 to his 401. GAC Omicrons were also tied at 83. Top 80 average speed. I have 167 to his 168. Not bad. Not bad, all things considered. Rusty Garden Chair. Well, you know what? Looks like we just hit an ad set, so I'm going to respond to you after we come back. So all right, mod analysis. Plus 25 speeds. My 281 to his 289. Plus 2024 is my 586 to his 633. Plus 20s, I have 867 to his 922. Plus 4% offense mods, my 260 to his 276. Plus 6% offense mods, my 94 to his 88. Take it. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2476 to his 2546. Relic 9s, coming in strong. My 145 to his 212. Relic 8s, I have 136. And he has 64, because he's converted that many more. 9. Relic 7s, I have 9 to his 18. So I'm actually kind of surprised. Your guess is as good as mine. Datacron analysis, this is where things get fun. Yeah? My total rerolls, I'm putting my back into it a bit here. At 406 rerolls, 62, level 9 Datacrons. Anyway, he has 1,241 total rerolls with 71 Datacrons. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Tass, that doesn't make sense. I thought you could only have, 60 Datacrons plus up to the 4 for the new Datacron set. How is this possible? It's like, it's what you think it is. And we'll look. All right, so anyway, yeah, he has 71 level 9 Datacrons. 6 to 8s, I have 2, he has 1, and neither of us have any 3 to 5s. Let's talk about his... pretty standard fare for Ray and Slacker. Oh, nothing like that. Very fast JMK and very, very fast Lord Vader. I like these. Pretty good. I don't mind it. fast. He is pretty fast. All right, Leia. Nice and fast, though. Okay. Baylan. Boy. A really fast cat. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, that's enough on that part. Let's take a look at the OmegaBot report for his last week. BabyYoda generally goes within the first 6 hours. He might take it the next day. As far as speed comparison, this is really funny. Look at this curve. Like, this is just because of sheer quantity that you have little space between these segments. It cracks me up. Anyway, yeah, he's got this insane jump on me from, I don't know, pretty much 16 until 22, and then we even up. I even take the lead a bit, and then we're competitive thereafter, I would say. GAC Omicrons, we have them all. Nothing to see here, folks. Yeah, squad banner efficiency. So, almost entirely 65s. If, you know, the opponent should leave him the odd 69. See, that had to have been the Rhodium. 68, 60. So, you know, if you leave Dad Bod, Boba Food, Phidias Food, he will feast. I have to read that, though, because I know there's a Rhodium in there. Anyway, let's talk about what he had on defense last week. Lord Vader, Sith Eternal, Maul, Malgus, Rey Swallow Exile Ezra, Ellerin, Fugitive Omega, Aphra, Direct Rex. And then, gosh, quite a bit of a mix after that. Executor, Malevolence, and Raddus on defense, almost certainly. As far as what we might expect bottom front, Aphra, Rey, Fugitive Omega, something. Tough to say. Hey, Rusty Garden Chair. I wanted to wait till we came back from ads. You said, "Hey, Task, first time tuning in for a live stream. How you doing?" Oh, wow. Got a good stiff drink. The #1 GAC player, my opponent. So this is what we're here for. We're here for the big dogs. All right. All right. Bane, Slacker, Bam JML, yeah. Leia, Great Mothers, JMK Cat, Baylan Skull, Jabba, Malicos, Sidious, Bam. Yep. Profundity, Leviathan, Negotiator, and Executrix. Coming in strong. What has he dropped on this season? A Lord Vader, that was with Bam. Spoiler. And then a Malevolence, I guess with Profundity, which is nice. Art Vandalay, evening everyone. Evening to you. Alright, where are we at with the prediction? Says it's 3 minutes remaining. I'll give you guys, until about 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Give you about another 30 or so seconds. Get in those last minute votes. Am I going to make it? Is it going to be 1 or less, 2 or more? It should feel risky for you to make the vote because this is nuts. This is nuts. The guy that has optimized rerolls on everything. Here, I'll give you one more. Little peek. I did say I was going to do this. Dig this. This is completely normal people behavior, by the way. This is not madness made manifest. Hold on, I gotta kill the camera so you can fully appreciate what it is that we are looking at here. You see this? See this? The set is not yet freely farmable. You can just go ham in the Datacron shop, and ham he did. Yeah. All right. That should have been enough time for you guys to get those in. And submissions. All right, 1 or less, 48%. 2 or more is 52%. Yeah, all right. That's good. That's good. I don't mind that. Garden chair. I see you changed to Maw Rhodium. Did you need a more laid-back guild? Let's just say that circumstances had developed in Chromium such that I felt I could no longer stay. So I left. Appreciate the biddies, Art. What is that, 151 on the nose? Is that supposed to mean something? 151? Not 151 that I'm drinking. I haven't done that since a long time. Let's just keep it that. All right. So, BabyYoda has full cleared me for an 1837. This does imply that he dropped nothing. Neat. So, I did do this on the calculator earlier. He posted a 63.6 damage per squad fight. He finished, what was it? He finished squads with a 1400 on the nose. So, monstrous. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. Right. Leia. Oh, I appreciate that, Bane. Thank you. Leia, hello everyone. And wow, he didn't waste time on getting the next set of Datacrons. BabyYoda does not waste time. Nah. You know, and it really appreciate, you know, there's layers to this onion, right? You know, those of us who are at the top of the game, obviously we have the disposable income to commit something to it. And thanks to all of you, and especially the patrons that actually make the dreams come true in terms of keeping up with the newest stuff coming out. Yeah, it's a completely different level. You know, if you, I've got it where I can get there. I can get there, but I don't got it. You know what I mean? All right, so let's talk about the defense. Bottom front, where his journey began. So he scored a 57 on Ray, Swolo, Exile Ezra, GK, Zalbar. He himself was sitting this comp last week, so this is Leia to me. That's my guess. All right, 65 on Fugitive Omega, 64 on Baylan. That's with Merc Bros. And yeah, it's still my hodgepodge Bad Batch. I still, you know, obviously with Merc Bros, Baylan. And then Aphra, and I threw in B2 just for good measure, see what that might do. And that was also a 65, so neat. All right, into the back. Surprise, motherfucker. Java is here. Haven't said it all season. Maybe? You got a 63, so out of 65 plus, right? Lord Vader, 65 banners, so what is that? Almost certainly Slacker, right? Because if he was going to do the JML, the Bane, the BAM, Sana JML thing, that's like a 61 reliably? Like 100% a 61, but like a 61, yes? Anyway. Yeah, 65 Lord Vader, and then where's C? Here, rather. 65, yes. Top side. Yeah, I really struggled with what to set. It would have been, if it wasn't going to be Finn Zori here with Nest, it was going to be something like Saw. So, why? Right? That being said, 65 on 5th. Against Queen Amidala, 65. Variety is the spice of life. Against Traya, actually, a 62. Coming in for us, lady. Thank you. And against Malgus, DR, BSF, Alec, Sith Marauder. 64. Little nibbles around the edge. That's all the better we could do. In the back, the same fleet defense with the minor repositioning of Malevolence. Against Executor, triple attacker, he scored a 70. Okay. Profundity was a 72, and then... what is that? Yeesh. 76 on Malevolence. So, yeah. All right. That's enough about the defense. So nothing bit And, I don't know. Oh, no, Kim. The Bacardi 151 is not me. Sorry, I missed that a minute ago. I feel like that's more appropriately a fuel something. They had a Daticus if I run into him. Okay. Altor, what's going on, man? He always buys sets to max and rolls them. He wanted number 1 and he bought it. I mean, he bought every advantage. He's also, I mean, having all the tools does not make you get 65 with them. You know? Know what I'm saying? So, you're right in the sense that he is as heavily armed as they come. I'm rolling in here with, like, you know, gold-plated stuff. And he's just, like, platinum, diamond encrusted, you know, coming in with a retinue holding his bejeweled cape behind him. Something like that. Oh, yeah. Alright, top side for Baby Yoda. He's set Saw, Luthen, Kyle, Baze, and Chirrut with the Sawcron. Followed by full Fugitive Omega, New Bad Batch with the Batchercron. Then Ahsoka, General Syndulla, Huyang, Padawan Sabine, and Watt. 25% turn meter. Ooh, what is it? Don't think that scares me. Great one. I think that would scare me off if it was Exile EEzra there. I'll think about it. Still think I'm getting it. Alright, and Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. Bottom front. Sith Eternal, Traya, Nihilus, Talon, and Savage. That's right. He's got this like plus 100% protection cron that he uses with his light side Bastila Jedi Callan friends, and that's why he's still getting like 64, 65 against Malgus, even with JML tied up with Bamson and something like that. Nastiness. That's right, Balter. He is a great player. Practices with everything. Okay, you help him when you can. Yeah, I mean, you know, there are plenty of accounts that, not plenty of accounts his size. There are some accounts his size that are pretty well equipped. Maybe not this well. They could be doing a lot better than they are. And the point is that just having the stuff doesn't make the man. All right. Baylan, Shin, Marok, Hondo, and Aphra, Dengar, BT1000, IG88 with the Aphra, Ray, Swolo, Exile EEzra, Zalbar, GK, our old friend from last round. I think we would all agree that it was, I was chosen by God to win last round's Leia versus this Ray when I was up against Sasha. We're not going to play that exactly the same, but we are going to mostly do. So, a peek behind the curtain, here's what the attack plan is. Thinking that Bane, like Bane Sass, is going to be the most straightforward way of dealing with this. Bonus turn. If for any reason I didn't kill Nihilus with the AoE, I guess I would regret not having that there. I probably need that there, which is okay. So, yeah, because I have to assume that if I don't die immediately, yeah, I think it needs to be that. Because that's going to mean, I don't know if I can afford. I have a lookup for that. I was thinking about doing Slacker versus Baylan. Do I have a lookup for that? Java, yeah, I know. I used Java last round. That actually was okay. But you got to shake things up a little bit. Where are the Gungans? Gungans are not represented. Should I be concerned? Nobody. All right, Aphra. I think that's just going to be JMK, guys. I don't know that there's a really good alternative. Set up. Mounts. So the TMR could be a real problem depending on what you use. No, I appreciate it, Baltor. No, I appreciate it, man. I take no offense at you complimenting my opponents. It's my privilege to fight the best. That's what I want to be doing. So, not going to disagree with you. What guild? Yeah, BabyYoda is in Wampa. Sure. Hey, MJ, what's poppin', man? All right, I guess this one is the one I should do first. I know we're just about to start an ad set, so yeah, I'll hold off before pulling the trigger, but thinking it's going to be one or two. I think we can all agree. And with thinking about this, talking with TJ about fighting this composition in general. He said he'd heard good things. So we'll put our trust in TJ this time. Yeah, I used Adbrad and Krex, Kim. If you saw last round, it was no, you didn't. You were already watching Ranger. And yeah, I did this, but the thing is that with Zalbar Omicron, enemies cannot gain stealth. So your whole gimmick with why you have them there just isn't there. Now, you could say I could manipulate things so that I pass a turn to Raddus and use his middle to force Leia to taunt, but I'm not too into that. Arsenal, good luck. No drops, no pressure. I mean, I can look this up. See. Okay. That. Yeah. Okay. See what we got. Cassian. Hold on. Not gonna be a ton of. Ah, yes. All 7. Alright, speak to me. 92%. Really? Maybe I just got hoed out. Talk to me. 9, no less. Very interesting. Okay. How much health? 65s are getting it with bulk. Armor pen. That really shouldn't. Super high health? Wait. What's the difference? Okay. We would see critical damage. Okay. 75% max health. Yes. Good damage. One's pretty badass. 51% health. Still less than worth it. Okay. I just had whatevers. Not even. It was really just about the critical damage. So I think I'm onto something. Alright, we're gonna run this. Yeah. Yeah, just ask Ray nicely to target Jin, it might work. You'd have to play it. I don't want to play it. Alright. If this doesn't work, we're getting the science portion of the show out of the way early. Almost certainly. Let's go. Can't do that. Yeah, we needed the turn meter pass, right? That's kind of damning.
Very well, no time for your foolishness.
Not the best. Got the GK swirly. Devastating, honestly. Not bad. DJ, I know you're out there in the chat. We will have words. Level out. To be here. So if I do this, he's just gonna respawn, yeah? But if I don't do this, then what? Well, he has CI, so with maybe go after Zalbar? Or GK himself. Yeah, it's a monstrous team. Now the problem is that we're way out of phase. Yeah, that's the end of the dream. So I think he's got me here. We can use this as a good science. He was always getting tight. Because I'd like to be able to hear it. That's not bad.
Hey, over here. Dear.
And I can't get it. Wait.
My goodness, your skills are quite impressive. My
Doubling out. This? Giga dodge? I don't know. Roll you. Might as well. Almost doesn't pay the bills. Okay.
My goodness.
Perilously close to actually killing something. Okay. Greatness is mine.
Hey, over here.
Lads, inexplicable. No idea what's going on. Gotta just kill him. All in on her. Fine. This one.
No time for your goodness.
No, I have no idea what's going on. I have no idea.
My
Okay, well that was kind of cool in the end. It does kind of mean it's recoverable. The worst 3, but... Alright, TJ. This is a quote. I'm telling you, Tass, you're an idiot if you take in Raddus Jin against when you could take Chupio Krex. Chupio Krex is so good against... I'm telling you, Tass, this is so good. It didn't work is what happened. What do you mean? It just fucking went down. What do you mean? Yeah. Here's what happened. Grogan got stunned because we didn't have a turn pass to. Exile Ezra went and just stunned Grogan. You need Jin to do the turn pass at the very least. So I guess you just have to gamble it with Raddus Jin, man. We were lucky to get as far as we did in that one. Alright. Let's see. Let's see. Alright, so there were no Gungans on this. Since nothing matters, I do want to try it. There's no data, so nobody's Gungans wouldn't be needed mindful. Submit your suggestions for science. I'm serious. This is just for funsies now. There's no hope of winning. Yeah, Kim, if you watch the stream from yesterday, you'll see that Adrad and Jin essentially made no difference. So maybe they can, maybe they can't. But I think that the odds that they can seems better than what QPL Crex was really doing for me there. That was some bullshit. You're a terrible person, TJ. You have to answer to God, if not me, for that. Alright, we'll take this one. Don't burn my channel points, ass. I'm not trying to lose. I'm trying to science. Yeah, Drogon getting stunned was... I don't have Traya for offense. Traya's on. One of them. So if we do... Not gonna... For the... Now. Let me take it. Gotta trade to you. Gotta get rid of what's basic here. Purples. Well, that mask goes. That's that was the big hit from her. Back slaps. Really bust. We can't hit. Okay, I was about to say. Purples. It is. Ooh, the death mark. All in. Go get him. Or don't. Savage. Yeah, I can see why not a lot of people are trying. Not dead yet, but sure would be neat to get some turns. My favorite part is how Canderous is gone, so like this supposed turn meter engine should be dead with it, and then it's kind of not. So, neat. Recommend it to anybody. 3 minutes. Any fucking time. Any fucking time. Don't have any. Gotta wait. Can't waste special. I get an actual. What's this gonna for you? Oh shit, there's a death mark. Nice. Death mark, part 3. Go. Go. Go? Or not. Don't go. Still then. Take your sweet time. Hold the bill of goods. Minute and a half, huh? Yeah, this one's gonna time. Yeah. Usually it behooves you. You just need. Finish the job. Finish the. Hello there. Oh. Immediately get rid of it for balance. Okay. 16 seconds to impress us. Against a 50 stat Honda. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Alright. Yeah, Gungans are really good. Hey, what's going on, Three Scoundrels? Good to see you. Yeah, it did end up timing out, yeah. Gungans are pretty capable. But I would say that, man, if my Gungans can't do it, I don't know that it can be done straight up like that, you know? That's my thought. I think Wampa cleaned that up. I remember dropping on. Turn meter reduction can happen to BKM, so there's not really a science for that, really. Couldn't do that. Untargetable. Alright, let's... I want to do this. It's gonna be fun. Hey, Empire! What up, Tass? How's it going, sir? Well, let me answer that for you right now. Because 2 or more has it, right? Prediction's already done. We dropped on our first fight, and we could really afford no drop. So, as far as the match goes, it's already over. But I'm 2-1 on the week in the top bracket, so... Nice, right? Nothing not to love. Hey, appreciate the sub! The gifted sub from 3 Scoundrels. Just Lilith. Just Lilith X. There we go. Yeah, it is slow. That was slow doing the gun. So wouldn't do it the same. I mean, I used Java last round and that was fine, but I wanted to try this because what else am I gonna get the chance? So we're having fun out here, Empire. It's gonna be good. Oh, there's ads running? Perfect. Opportune time. I can sip liquor and talk. Then we can all witness this mess together. Yeah, KY, yeah, we timed out the same way. Hondo's pretty good for timing out the gun. I hear you, Kim. Hear you. If I could go back, I'd try it again with Raddus and Jin. Probably still rock that same high crit damage from. Because nobody seemed to be doing it with the Hera. And if they were, it certainly wasn't among the higher banner counts, which my fight yesterday would bear out, you know? Okay, we're back from ads. Let's see what happens. Bye, my friend. Pretty neat. Well, now, what about that was, it's so different. So they burned down Fennec relatively quickly. I think the killing blow was Saw throwing the bombs out. I think it's so key to the fight that they target him because his counters do so much of the work there. So that's fair. The level 6 should be the same. It's, yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. So it's high crit damage, which, you know, makes sense with this. Yeah, this meets expectation. It isn't anything. Yeah. I think it's because they chose to focus Panic. But it wasn't like it was a whole bunch of hits, right? Didn't seem like it took her long to go down. She was pop, pop, gone. BabyYoda did take the rank 1 spot, yes. But if you're like me, RCK, it's about, in my opinion, it's about where you end the season. He is on track, well on track. Like, he has actually a pretty good gap. Let me show you. Here's little me down at 4580. And then there's, you know, the folks above me, the 46s. And then above the 46s is 4839. You'd have to be losing a bit. But yeah. Alright, let's see here. So that was interesting to learn from. Is there anything on... I guess everybody gets the benefit of crit damage. He does rock crit. So everybody's meant to be doing damage on him. I think he does. Reach buff ally. So 100% more. The Chimera, you know, for anybody who doesn't immediately die from Dad Bod's attacks, Spirit's Heal could stabilize them. There might be something to it. This is just a bulked out base, so unlikely to be killed if focused directly. Fine. Super, just a really fast. Yeah, I think it's about the way they chose, the AI chose to go after Fennec in that. Alright, well, we gotta try this then. With the turn meter cron, I'm still thinking that Night Sister should still. Damage. Dark side. Oh yes. Oh yeah. We'll take that one. All right. General Syndulla go. Dance. Putting a CA arrow on her has stabilized counter for me. On who? On who? I'm hopelessly lost right now. Alright, let's just fight. This is still... Dead, no. You get to fracture. You get locked down. So we'll call you, get your buffs up. All this stuff just happened. Like that. Hi. Next victim. If you were doing stuff, I would hilariously prefer you to not do stuff. Reason that. Hi. Hello there. What? Oh yes, that's right. I guess we might as well. Wait. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Titanic. Alright, so good. That still works. Yay! We can win an attack. There's somewhere that I could use Jocasta. Jocasta's team doesn't have enough damage. He could work against. Fugitive FOmega. Would it be insane to try Imperial Remnant? Just what would happen against Aphra? Oh, put a CA arrow on Fennec. Okay, all right, I can see that. Well, especially gonna be like crit damage out Krons. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Yeah, I want to say Fatal has her built out in like full defense like a tank. You just think it's important that she doesn't die, so that works. Hey, appreciate it, Kim. Yeah, sometimes they work. Sometimes things even work. Aha! All right, what do we do about this? High protection, I should think. Potency's kind of interesting. Hoping for. This is very interesting, actually. The tank revive looks like it gives a layer of surety, doesn't it? You have Enoch to cut down all the crits. Their turn meter shenanigans get punished. I wonder. Haven't otherwise been using. And yeah, they're just fucking working in. Okay, sure this will. I'm also reasonably confident we'll be able to participate. You're about to rock. The Collins stun? Right. 10 meter yet. So I'm not gonna reset because I need to resurrect here, yeah? Gets us our Fedora. Right? We've already set him back. Okay. So now that we've killed, we can death mark people. We only have a dot on it, just basic, save that. Okay, do this with the doubt, the Giga doubt. Mega Giga doubt. Up. I'm feeling the Mega Giga aspect of that. Good. Really able to ignore taunt, as one does. Definitely too powerful for that ambit. Crit aura or not. Yeah, tank revive. Rise, my brothers. I completely remembered that I used tank revive. That I brought tank revive. Very cognizant. Hi. I enjoy guys. Stuff. Man. Straight ass. Direct booty. Ain't nothing landed. For nothing. By no one. Bro. Kill him. Bro. That's like a non-crit. What are we doing here? Ah. Two turns out for the next res. Sure, we'll be fine. Hey, you didn't get crit. That was kind of slick. Sure, this will be fine. Give it. Give it. Give it. Oh. Sure, we had it the whole time. All right. This one. Do Ahsoka here. Ahsoka Spectre. Random Spectre. I could have used this elsewhere, I imagine. Alright. Wreck these guys. Still want to see if he said anything really cool. And to think everyone was scared of posting Aphra, not where I'm at, dude. I think that was week 1. People had her on defense. Because I think you could argue large part of that. The large part of that cron is enabling it to be on deep. Full auto Ahsoka. I believe. What are you guys gonna do about it? Fight me. Your mom. Drop. You're supposed to be dead. Wow, she built herself up full. To see that. Lockdown. So that works. So that's good to know, right? Because I decided to do that the same way Sasha did last round, rotate that off defense. No purchase for Great Mothers. There. We'll do. What do we want for this? We want the Great Adventure of Gas here. Super high armor pen. No exposed, so the health isn't detrimental. It's kind of rather be action. Yeah. All right, we'll do this then. Yeah, Sasha last round, I did win. It was great. Yeah, it's been a while too. I think he beat me pretty handily last time, so. It was good. I won that one. So I'm 2-1. 2-1 for the week. Not mad about that. See how this goes. Turn meter. I'll have this fire. Okay. Man sits. I'm gonna AoE. Yeah. This is good. That's good. This hit is going to be bad. Right. About to stand. On and slam and welcome to the jam. Almost. Almost. This, oh man, that stun is insane. You already got. Ooh. Okay. And sacrifice. Alright, it's time to dance. Okay. What do we do? You're DI'd, so I can't do anything. Get my time. Drop that. The best. Yeah, the guaranteed stun is. Too much. There was such promise. Button. Alright, we'll withdraw from that. So we have Slacker to deal with ultimately, because I was reserving Slacker to deal with Baylan originally. This one, you guys think this can be done with Executor? A lot of damage. That would be the risky. Alright, we'll just do Bane here, because I want to be able to see back, and I can't risk dropping on every single thing. What did we say? We wanted to throw in set, so that if the worst happened, we were covered, right? Run it like that. Extra change should have been a text fix, not a buff. Then throw a dribbling sheesh. 1837 clear. Well, I mean, as soon as I knew the first drop was happening, I was immediately inside. The more drops were absolutely elected to, because I knew after the first one I was hooked. So, yeah, that's why I'm saying, you know, we'll talk. You know, what do you guys want me to try? We'll try it. So Tico, hey, what's going on, man? Good, went better than I thought. Writing more of your book? Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Can't critically strike right. We'll get the reset. That dies. I was thinking this. Five. Yeah, I was thinking that it would be disadvantageous for me to have brought Set if I'm able to one-shot Nihilus. Otherwise, I'd rather have Sass so that she dies quickly. Close out the fight. Still, would have been a 65 in either case. What, Wampa here? You at, old girl? Health? Roll it. Nothing better than writing Luke Skywalker and Ben Solo, dude. So fun. Oh, okay. Dig that, man. What's going on, man? I don't know the food. I guess we'll go ahead. Roll this. Suitable. No, Sir Malgus is on defense. Him. He'll wait. Come on, die. Believe in you. Okay. Ability block? Nope. Stun maybe? Zoom. Almost. Hey, Jack. What's going on, man? No, this one's already lost because I lost the first one and he one-shot my full board, so I've been just taking risks, trying stuff. I guess we do finally have to do something proper for this. What is that actually going to be? I guess Slacker. Health? High health? High health or protection? High protection. Tides. Tides have protection. I'd want more damage than that. Something like this will do. Roll it. And will be summoned. Passes it. You're not eligible for damage because you have DI, right? So that means that this should do even more damage? Yeah, that's on balance. AoE. Good. Had him the whole time. Yeah, it is a great score. Yeah, this is one of the largest accounts, if not like the largest account. It's up there, trust me. Old school finish, just the two of them. All right. So we're through the front. Let's see what he had back here. All right, so that means I need to try the Bam Sana thing. Now, what's the lineup for this? Is it Bam Dash Sana? Want to say who else? EJML. And then is it Han? Dash IG11. Okay. G11. Okay. A lot more damage on, but it's a true damage, so this is okay. All right. Han JML. Okay, I've seen both. So tell me how you guys know how this is done. Samsung James. Yeah. Okay, so we're on the same page. Yeah, so you're looking forward to the Darkside Raid Focus Datacron. Yeah, I am. Looks like a bunch of stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Birds wreck everybody, huh? How was this done? Didn't I... Riker do this with the other day? Nope. All right. No, guess I printed it. Somebody else did it. Yeah, you still think it dies to JMK or Bane on D? That's what I was thinking of. It's like... JML, ability block, birds, and win. Alright, let's see how this goes. I don't want to believe that this depends on having Hans. Check. Okay, good. Exactly, low stakes. This is exactly what a science stream is for, man. Going 2-1 in the top bracket game. I mean, now this. What do we do here? Wouldn't do. Save that. Do third? Okay. We're on it. Alright, lock and load, boys. And I guess you just aim for Lord Vader, right? What does his arm do? Minus 50% crit damage and offense, man. Or minus offense. Oh, so the ability block didn't land on him. He evaded it. Dig that. stuff. So far, so good. Yeah, so just target Lord Vader and pray. Whatever conception of God I worship. 1. Promised, so delivered. So Gas Rex Rex Arakanen. That's kind of interesting. So with one other Phoenix there, you can't kill that Phoenix. So okay, Crex is 2. You wouldn't be able to kill either of them until King. And that is Rex, not 5. So there's nothing that stops them from going directly. I see. Then you got Reed there. Yeah, that worked. That worked. Fast. So I think safely impossible. Bounty hunters or Gar ISC. I think that this might be something worth trying Vanguard on. I have a lot of buffs, so that would be charging gas. We could kill gas kind of quickly, right? I think we can. I want to believe. Super high protection. 86%. Hey, Jack, take care, man. Have a good one. Yeah, that was fun. See if this does anything. Yep. Clean. Clean. Need. Hit him. Thank you. Appreciate you. Alright, yep, we got Stone Age. Always fun. Ah, yes. Haunting, so I can't actually kill you the way I prefer. For my next trick, I'll hit basic, but I can maybe mass assist on this guy one day before the end of the show. More on this. Have to be messages. Alright, gas returns. And how's this work? You won't be able to get the masses. By basic, we'll get see if we can all make it. But we are transformed. Damage is about to be as advertised. Hit somebody else. I don't really want to backslap pass. Get that offense up. Still no good. So we can't kill the other side still. Can't be the worst call. I gotta go with him, right? Bam. Yep. Hi. I'll show you guys my Jocasta after this. I have given her a TLC. We'll get some love out of this. X is a... that much. I really want to save her spell after. We'll do this for the damage. Dead. Just in time for the cleanse. That means that you're on the cusp of doing something, right? Get a Masses here soon. Well, definitely amp up her protection. Heal him. Where's my Mass Assist? Ah, yep, that's a night for you, lad. How about this one? Get him. Get him, boys. Yeah, this team's good. Jocasta's already a factor on her own. Stacks of siphon. That. That. Up and wrap. As was foretold. We wish you well. Not bad, yeah? 62 was fun. That's something you're not going to be able to. Inquisitors versus Inquisitors? Something dumb like that? He who GI's first, GI's best? Tenacity, really? Oh. Right. So the cleanse, so we'll both be death marking each other. Is there an easier way to get through this? I think Phoenix, I don't have the stuff. Because I don't think Qui-Gon's going to do it out. You do have Cam, though, right? So it's far too honest of a team. Yeah, I mean, it was that gas team was specifically set so that you couldn't do Gar ISC or Bounty Hunt. I think that's the idea. Hey, thanks for the raid, Wolf. How's it going, man? We just did a cool Jocasta fight against a weird gas team. Oh, that's right. I did say I was going to show you guys. But yeah, it was Gas, Rex, Krex, Hera, and Kanan with the Phoenix Cron. So you couldn't kill the other Phoenix till you killed Kanan. Kind of a cool concept. But how'd it go for you over there, Wolf? Welcome. Welcome, RKP. What's going on, man? All right, let's see here. Aphra. All right, here's what she looks like right now. 330 speed. Yeah, with this hero. Damn fast. All right, so just under 14k special offense. Large amount of speed and protection added. And yeah, she's a slapper. That was fun. Hey, Solip, what's going on, man? We're both facing Maw Chromium members this round. Nice. The only difference is you should be facing a Maw Chromium member. I'm in danger. We're all in danger. Okay, so if I do... Or find Derek. If I try and do it the same way. Oh, largest. This would. Alright, let's try it. Okay, not immediately dead. Into it. How do you want to proceed? Well, you're gonna try to do this and spread that. Well, it'd be nice to do this deep. Then I just want to do. Got ahead of. We'll find out together. Because we. Yeah. Good. The way we wanted it to. A lot of offense, but oh, good. Pretty sure. Okay. Target. Set up. Yeah. X. Video game. This is the part where you tell me he's got a tank revive. Have to see. No, it has to be. Nice DI. That's the one we need to chop them down. Fine. Yeah. Good. Needed. Patience. Should have been more focused on. Maybe not punished. Maybe. You? Okay. Okay. In it? It's tough. Big damage though. Oh. Come on. Got him. Damage. Yep. On target. Had him the whole time, by the way. Get him, boys. Alright. That means... Yeah, I remember BKM being straight ass for Saw. What do we actually have for this, though? So sit 5th, I guess. 5th? D Watt, something? Yeah. Ooh, that's smart. I could do with both, right? Do, plot and armor. And give us the fortitude to get through. 1 Geonosian. 2. And a Sith. Big one. Guess that's the best I can. High health. But a light side. Yes, because we want the 25% turn meter so we can get the 2 stacks and take the money and run. They're going to open up with the AoE. That's kind of great ass. Ooh. They're going to block Tambor. Let's find out. When do you think the Order 66 raid will start? Certainly we're a month away. Something like that, man. Wow. There is even a Snowball's chance. No. I don't think you guys have. That means we're not going to get our armor from armor, are we? But I'm good. Yep. So far, normal situation. We're all having a normal. Yeah, this is a terrible matchup, but I was just feeling it. Really found the answer. I would have had Slacker. Raddus? Have all those? Dude, there's some Raddus again. Acid. Was it SRP? Dude, we got Rogue One. Potency would be nice. Maybe this one. Alright. Kron is rough, yes. Yeah, I don't know when that new raid's gonna start, but I am looking forward to it. Alright, let's try this. A real one. Ooh, we almost just straight out the gate. Back. There. Okay. 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 Slightly outrageous. This still works. Walking by. Billy Lock? There. Brittany alum. Live up. Live forever. I command it. Olé! Alright, so that still works. I haven't done that in a while. That was fun. All these things you don't get to do. Alright. Night Sisters is not going to be any good. I don't think I have anything else that's try here. I guess just be that. Go for it. Crit damage. Is all the crit or no crit, you're gonna die. Like this other disappoint me. We could have had greatness. Nice. You dodge while being death. Huge fan of this. How does one learn this, man? From a Jedi. Yeah. Possibly. Sure will be fun. Ooh, come on. Come on. Thank you. God, boys. Viva just doing good stuff. Okay, Empire says, I do look forward to your new Datacron set video. Lots to unpackage with the new set and glad to see defense attribute is back. I'm not so great on it myself, not so happy on it. I pride myself on defense more than offense. I mean, defense is ideally where I think most of us would like to see things be more interesting. Defense will certainly do that. So for all of us that have been saying the meta's felt stale and we've had too much on offense, defense is going to fix your little red wagon. Alright. Alright, so we did clear squads. Fleets look like pretty standard fare. Guys, I've already terminated one drink. Let me get down and get another one, and I'll be right back while these ads are running. Everybody wins. So, see you in a minute. Appreciate you watching. All right, we're back. Leviathan. All right. See how this goes. Here's to all of you. Interesting to bring out sets, isn't it? The biggest simple today. Basic. Arsenal. Good land debuffs. Yeah. Might even blow this guy up without. Yeah. Ironically. But get him, boys. Hilarious. Wow, this is perhaps the best run of this I've ever done. Mark this one. Even that will not take away from this victory. Bye. Nice. Run it. Yeah, love that advice I got to just always hit the tank with a special that you're immediately sent into this. Dig it. Done. Ow. The dodge, the forbid. Thank you for not dodging that one. Really was the least you could do. See, you can survive long enough to bring in reinforcements, bastard. Yeah. Happens. Keep the heal. Ah, that's what I was looking for. So, what's this? Looks like Defender might get countered as full health. Figure this is the better banner move. Alright, this one. Imagine it's just all-out assault. I've never seen Punisher left last. Punisher. Yeah. No, when you can, I think you should go after Xanadu. I think Xanadu is more dangerous. If I do then I guess it's fine. I just don't want to get. Here's the thing: I would love the AOE there, but I can save this so that I can assassin. Fine there. Hi. Okay. Yeah. No vulture droids. World is our oyster. AOE. Wow. And so I could have easily gone without the reinforcement. That's how we did it to me, I'm sure of it. All right, 1711. So I did clear, and a lot of these drops were fully opted into for the sake of science. I hope you all enjoyed that. You'll have to go back and watch it back because I did not write down a whole bunch of this science stuff. But the bottom line is that it was a really fun time after we knew it was sunk. But here against Rey, down bottom front link. But yeah, against Rey, Swolo, Exile Ezra, Zalbar, and GK. We fought this yesterday from Sasha Aisha, and I did it with Leia, Drogon, R2, Raddus, Jin, and I just barely made it out. Raddus, Jin, like, almost immediately got piped. And, you know, we didn't actually one-shot Ezra, even though we were able to, you know, come on out ahead of his first turn. But this time I did it with Krex and Chupio, and that was worse because without Jin to push the extra turn right into Drogon, Exile Ezra, wouldn't you know it, chose to just lock him down, and then it was pretty rough from there. Surprisingly, we were able to kill at least Zalbar and GK. Not that it saved us anything because Gas didn't clear it, and then we had to use Slacker. I want to say against Aphra, I forget what I tried. I think I tried DTMG for shits and giggles. And then I went back to JMK just to get through it. We did try Gungans on Baylan. And it worked out just like I think it did against You Can't Say. I just timed out on Hondo. It's just not enough. It takes so many turns. And like Canderous was dead immediately. So Canderous was completely not a factor in this fight. They just still take such C. Oh, that was just Bane and Set. If you have a decent armor penetration or crit damage cron, I think you should live with confidence that the cron I used was high health and armor penetration. That is a factor. The idea is that if you're going to one-shot Nihilus like I did, Set isn't that helpful because he takes a while to die. However, if you don't one-shot Nihilus and they have this bonus turn cron here, this Sith cron, you could easily just have your Bane get popped if you don't have Set there to cover it. So that's why I brought him. We immediately killed Nihilus. And so it took us a while to have Set die, and it was still a 65. Is Baby Yoda eyes on here? No. Hey, I appreciate you, June. You're still the best, Tassifras. Aw. I appreciate being there. All right, against Reva, what was the first thing? Oh, it was Sith Eternal for funsies. I thought that with GBA, Watt, Armor, light side 25% turn, I would have been able to have Armor at least get a 2-stack out easy. And sure than shit, Grand Inquisitor, you know, he has his bonus turn, but then had... No, he got 15% turn meter back, right? It was Oh, yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, he tortured, then got 50 and turned, then gained. That's how that sucks. Because armor didn't get to do shit. And I'm not sure that would have actually made a difference anyway, but it was worth trying. So it didn't work at all. And then we went back in with Raddus, Jin, Baze, Cassian, and K2, and that was a blast. Wild ride there, but we ended up getting him down. I forget the banners. Against this gas, Rex. What was it? Traya and he used Pellerin, Jocasta, Shakti, Varys, and Flo. And it was like 62 banners in the end. Super fun fight. Go watch it. I enjoyed that. I think Jocasta is going to be fun. My mic keeps cutting out? Really? Wonder why that would be. You're the only one saying that right now. Tell me more about this, folks, if this is happening. Win, lose, or draw, I'm here for the unique hats and the other goobers who also appear in voice chat. Very fair. Very fair. We do often have special guests out here. Anyway, that Jocasta type is fun, I guess. Against the Lord Vader team. So, yeah, I did decide to go for the BAM JML thing. And 61 banners is what was advertised. 61 banners is what I got. I thought it was about to go. Why go with Han? I know why go with Han. Go with Han so that you can just plug CX2. Because you know what would have really sucked is if that disarm 50% offense cut actually mattered. Because I had that shit. And it was still overwhelming damage. But if you cared about it, that would be the smart way to do it, right? Alright, yeah, I talked about it. Alright, top side against Saw. What was it? What was the first thing I tried? Oh yeah, it was Dabod Fennec. Got rolled by, with Dabod Fennec. That's the first time I've lost that. So I think what was key there is just straight off the gate, they decided to focus on her, killed her quickly. Somebody in the chat pointed out that a crit avoidance arrow has stopped them from losing her to this kind of burst. Because this is a high crit damage cron and everything, so I take the point. There is definitely merit in that. Other players have been putting her in a prod arrow. I still have her in an offensive. Probably time for me to get the program and lock that out. And then, yeah, the team was solid enough besides. We didn't get any of those back slaps that Dadbot is known for. Or, you know, getting to kill people. Yeah, I don't know, man. First time losing that, and I'll be thinking about it for next week. Glad this was round 3. After that, we went back in with Riva, and that was just a... Now, I decided, I normally go in with a cron that favors armor penetration. I went in with, crit damage. I would still go back on. Okay, against the Fugitive Omega team. Yeah, so I pulled my Ahsoka team for the same reason Sasha did, just so that it wasn't an easy dunk for Great Mothers. Yeah. Here you go. See, the problem is that if I don't set that down, though, that means that my Malgus, you know? Really tough. That ain't meaning it is. Alright, anyway, against his Ahsoka, General Syndulla, Hu Yang, Padawan Sabine, we went in with our own Great Mothers, and this had a 25% turn eater cron. So, you know, it was justice delayed, but not justice denied. We ended up getting through. Malgus, DR, BSF, Malik, and Sith Marauder. Been a while since I did the Bastila League, because we used JML over there. And, it was pretty good. Pretty good. Do something like that. we had to hustle up because I forgot that we were dealing with the tank revive, so I had to make sure I went and manually killed Malik once so that we could smite Malgus and then kind of wrap things up. Things worked out. Saw was Daba. That was the fail. Yeah. Empire. Yeah, that was the fail. And then we actually went in with Reva and managed to win the fight, but it was only with Reva standing in the end. It was terrible. Wouldn't recommend that. Alright, so that was Tale of Squads. Bunch of science in there. Good bit of fun. Good bit of fun. The Jocasta thing was cool. Alright, against his Executor, Leviathan. I want to say, like, one of the legendary fights. 72 banners, though? 72? Because we just crushed that shit. We didn't get... I think we avoided double taps and a bunch of stuff. We got some favorable RNG, but nice. Against Raddus, we use Chimera, 74. And then Negotiator against Malevolence. Yeah, I got a 75. This could have been a 76. I didn't. Oh, thought I did. Did not. That's that. So, yes, in summary, hats off to BabyYoda. GG. I'll see you hopefully next week. See what happens. You know, 2-1 in the top bracket is nothing to sneeze at, so I'll take it. However, the recommendation to use Chupio and Krex with Leia instead of Raddus Jin, which I admit isn't going to do a lot. Like, your whole stealth gimmick doesn't work when Zalbar Omicron's on the enemy team. It says right in there. While in grand arenas, enemies can't gain stuff. I think something else too, like defense, something weird. But the point is that you won't be getting stealth, so your whole hide the whole team under Jin thing doesn't work. What Jin is there for is the turn pass. I'll be thinking about that for next week. But it was TJ. Shout out to TJ5270 who gave the recommendation for using Chupio and Krex and said, Cass, you got to try this. Like, Raddus Jin's not going to do it. It's going to be so good. And so I just wanted to, point out, TJ, you get, please suck my extra fancy salted mixed nuts. Okay? Okay? Suck them. Those are for you, TJ. Hey, Frick Frack. Joined late, rough score, but it looks like some cool lessons learned. We dropped the first fight and he posted in 1837, so I knew it was cooked. And we did do a bunch of fun science fights after that, yes. So, okay, TJ, good. I hope you're here to take your lumps, because you know this ain't the only one. Say to you, plotting and scheming time. You're gonna get yours, buddy. Yeah, you can dissect the fight. Here's what happened. Leia did dissect shit. Let me go find it up. Dissect shit. There's me. Huh? Okay. Almost there. Target. Okay. Alright, I got it. Here we go. Well, 1.5 it. Okay, TJ, watch all the meaningful stuff going on in this one. Alright, so we did logs. You third because why not? Then he stuns Drogon and the fight's fucking over. Go on. Go on. Yeah, for those of you who are stuck on ads, I was saying that this recommendation came from TJ, and for that reason, he gets the award for he can suck my extra fancy salted mixed nuts. Okay? Extra fancy. Top hat's the indicator of the fanciness. So I hope you're enjoying this, too. Who knew you can get RNG on ads? Dog, I got you. back. Here you go again, 3 seconds in. Logs to Drogon, yeah. Alright, we do third with Krex. And again, for emphasis, the fight is now fucking over because Drogon just got stunned. That's it! You just need Jin to do the turn meter pass and then ride the baloney pony. Like, see if you actually can win the fight out from there like I did yesterday. Which is a hard road to hew, but a doable one. This shit wasn't gonna happen, bud. It was never gonna happen. So, I hope you agree with me because you really don't have any room to not. Because you see that there was, you know, zero counterplay involved with what I could do with that. There you go. That's right, extra fancy. Damn right. Alright, we did the prediction payout. So yeah, Frick says, it's often been said, the fancier the hat. Fancier. I like it. I like it. Alright. So, we've done the wrap-up.
So I'll do it this way, Tass.
Yeah, let's hear it, TJ. Defend yourself. Answer for your crimes.
Yes. So, let me go ahead and dissect your fight, which is fine. One, what cron did you take, Tass?
I took a bulk because 25% turn meter showed failure. It was literally bulk was the only way that you were going to get full banners and not lose people. So that's why I ran with it.
Okay. So I will be happy to look at it and we can take it to the BNS, but I still stand by my statement and I will again. One, you tried to show me the fight right now and literally got ads stacked by 5 ads. So I literally took 10 ads in a row. So
holy shit.
I will be happy to look at your fight and
you
look
still
at the
didn't
comparison.
see it, you're saying?
No. And I'll go back and watch it.
Hold on. I'll do it right now for you one more time. I'll put it on live. Here. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Well, Aslo, do you want? Thank you. That's what I was gonna say. Yes, thank you for sharing. Okay, so one, yes, I'll take the construct of yes, you got unlucky because that's where it's gonna be.
Unlucky,
you're getting the Drogon stack. The Drogon being stunned was unlucky. That's literally the unluck part.
I think Drogon's a priority target. I think they're gonna go after him when they can over anybody else. Maybe you can game this. Bring a higher AI priority. I take your point there. Instead of...
I'm not doing it in front of it. I still would have... So, personally, I wouldn't have done it a bulk because I don't want to play the game of matching them. I understand your turn back. Who would the choice have been? So, let's say you're here. In order of turns, it would have been what? So, you would have pulled just like you would have. No change there. Yeah. One, I would have also gone up to GK because him coming up on the turn, I would have not wanted him to be able to clear all your shit.
It doesn't matter. Like all that... Because here's what ends up happening. In the end of the fight, it ends up being... Ray, Exile Ezra, and Swolo standing. Right. I end up killing both the tanks. But completely lucky, like insane that actually worked out. But that being said, as soon as we were stunned, we were cooked, man. And you can say 25% turn meter, but dig this. He'd have the 25% turn meter. Leia's faster. You're still going to drain all his turn meter when you
I'm aware of what you're saying.
And then he gets shit on anyway. Like, there was no way that was going to work.
I still think I'm still going to stand by, but then again, I don't know. So, like I said, I take your point on the situation.
You don't see the hole in what I'm saying, right? Like, there's no hole in what I'm saying there. Like,
you're saying you would be able to take Jin and do the pass back to Drogon.
Yes.
The only way, the only thing you're saying that you were going to do that's different for your fight, based on taking bulk, is that your turn works so correctly.
What I'm saying is,
you're going to do bulk. Hold on, I'll finish my point. Hold on, I'm going to finish my point. You're going. Look at the turns, and what you're trying to say is I'm going to go pull Drogon regardless. That's what you're going to do. I'm aware that there's no way to stealth, so you're going to go from that standpoint. Then your next turns are going to be, well, I can't pass to R2 because Ezra is going to go stun your Drogon. So you're going to go the turn from Jin to R2 to Drogon to get him off of the stealth is what your next move is going to be, correct? And then you're going to do your basic, which is going to hopefully kill, what, Ezra?
Okay, yes.
And I'm saying hopefully. Yes. All right, so...
And it didn't, so and I was still able to win the fight, though, off him being stunned at the very least.
I'm going from the point of saying, I understand you're talking about taking Jin because you're talking about the swap over. I'm saying, looking at the fight, I would still probably take the same thing because it's true. And then I would go also compare and look at your fight from yesterday or when it was with,
it worked
with Sasha.
It worked.
One.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Tess. I'll just say you're right, man. I don't agree with you, and I'll go back and look at the fight with the variations. I get that there was some super luck on your piece because you're right. You getting your stuff back and getting your characters hugely, insanely lucky. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I still think, and what I would have done is the same thing. I would have probably played it a little different, but the offense you're getting from the Heracron is what I'm looking for. Yes, I take your point that Drogon getting stunned was unlucky, and now that the Drogon is gone, the offense that you're taking for is irrelevant.
Do you accept the fact that if I had the 25% turn meter Kron, the turn order would have played exactly the same? Because Leia and Drogon are, like everybody, is getting the 25%. Leia does what to Drogon?
Yes.
What does that do to his turn meter bar, my man?
I'm aware it's pulled back, man.
Okay,
But
well
you're
then he
telling
was
me
going to
I'm
get
taking the
stunned.
He's going to get stunned regardless.
Yeah, and the
Your
fight
point is
ends when he gets stunned. The fight is over. Like, you're not going to win it. You can do what I did there and, like, do something, but you're not going to one-shot. You're done.
I'm not going to take it that way, but that's okay. Like I said, also didn't get to fight the fight. I get where you're going from, and it's okay. Taking the Jin and not being it, that's all right. But I still disagree from the points. And also, the only other thing I would say from where you were at is allowing GK to go felt like a pretty big mistake. But again, that's also behind the. Basically, we're looking at with a woulda, coulda, shouldas of the situation.
I guess, it's immaterial because yes, the fight was already lost by Drogon being stunned. Because you can say, oh, it's just one stun. There will be turns after he gets out of the stun. Yeah, but by then he's got shit. You know, Ezra's got shields up. He's got backup plan. It's not gonna fucking happen, dude.
Okay, I'll concede, but you're right.
It hurts. It hurts because I tried it. I wanted to believe.
No, I'll go with it, and I'll leave it at that you were right, and Jen next time.
No.
But I will also say,
I'm not saying I'm not happy that it didn't work. I'm not happy that you were wrong, that you were not correct about this. But I believed your theory. It sounded like it could work. I liked it better than because Raddus Jin felt greasy yesterday. So I was thinking about and wanting something better, and now we at least know. Ain't it?
I don't even know if the Jin and Raddus is going to be it, because if you look at the failure rates, which are still pretty good, if you get stuck, you're still stuck. So
actually,
no.
Hold on, let me show this to you. Here's your win rate with Raddus Jin for last week, with all the particulars filtered on. For this very matchup, this exact very one. See that? 92.31%. 92. You can't say that sounds dodgy.
You could say shit can happen, but that's all right. I'll take your point.
You don't have to take mine. Take the fucking Data's point.
I'm looking at it. That's what I'm telling you. It's fine. I will take what you're saying along with the inside data, and we'll take it that way. I would also call this the best team right now because off of the race sauna, I would also say go look at the data from that. The Krex with the Chupio is literally like 100%.
So this is the first one I run into. It's 62 banners having the Heracron. Everything that's 63 or better was either a interesting max health damage level 3 set 20 light side, or it was entirely bulk set 21. So that is why I did it. Like I did have the Heracron. I did think about using it, but then when I saw it's like bulk, all these successes with bulk plan. Okay, fine. I can read the writing on the wall. And then that, again, did not happen.
I'm wondering if the whole point of it not doing it is because the same bullshit that would happen when you would do Leia versus Ezra or Ahsoka. It's the same thing. If your Jogan gets stuck, you're basically done anyway.
For sure. And the best of those banners were from set 21 crons that had high crit damage, which offers us some hope, right? Like, it means that we're not entirely beholden to offense as a stat to have reliability for that one shot in that matchup. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll try that again in the future. I think I'll stick with, Raddus Jin for the time being, because I was able to barely win yesterday, but barely win.
They basically did nothing. Yes, they basically did nothing for you, but at the same time, you
pulled
the win regardless.
Except for one pass. You got the one turn pass. and we can't
Yep.
we can't disrespect her Jin for that, right? But I appreciate you, TJ. Because I wanted to try it. It sounded good, and good theory. And now
It could just be Raysana. It
we
could
have
just
that.
be the Raysana that's where it's going to be at. The
Maybe so.
Raysana literally dies at all points, and it could be that. It could be the consenting that's the only way it's going to do anything for you on a high win rate is that it's those setups, but not when you have the GK with the crit immunity, etc.
Yeah. Well, anyway, man, appreciate it. It was a good attempt, and honestly, I knew going into it. I saw the post in 1830, and I was like,
Yeah, I would say the only other one is I'll take the Ray feedback because I think we'll play with it more just as we're talking through it. Their Gungan, your Gungan, which was I knew was your reliable counter to the Baylan, and then saw that start to push out. That's
well, I was gonna actually use that on Fugitive Omega up top, honestly.
Really?
And then I decided to do it against Baylan because what the hell? Why not? Like when what
was your go-to if you didn't have the Gungans? Because I know that was your one, right?
So
what were you gonna do?
Slacker there because
Oh, okay. So you were gonna take Dolphins. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that because I saw that with the Gungans, and I know we talked about it, and the Gungans felt like the money shot we were doing. So you swapping over and only doing it because of that makes sense.
Yep. Really like the idea of setting Colonel on defense.
I like what
Especially
we talked about it. I like what Sasha did. Sasha put together a very smart setup option, and I don't think you wasted anything. That was a really good idea.
So let me answer Empire here in the chat. Would Seer Malicos Starkiller make a difference instead of Leia? My guess is... Let's think about this.
So you're saying the setup with the Vanguard Prawn?
Starkiller would have to dispel the CI. But how does that work? Because you're causing your critics when you're dispelling. You do the dispel, then the damage. The damage could put new crit immunity in, right? And then you have Malicos primed to go, throwing all his badassery into crit immunity. So feels bad, man. Like the theory behind what TJ was saying here was that with Chupio, at least, when we take the turn meter away from Drogon and he goes into stealth and he's zeroed out, then we know that Chupio is going to go ahead of him, which means that we'd be able to get to blind and potentially remove any crit immunity that was there ahead of trying to pop him. So maybe Chupio has a place next to Jin and no Raddus. I don't know. I'm not saying I like that a ton better. I'm saying you could see the merit. But Jin has to have a place there because if you don't make the attempt to one-shot EEzra, and even if you fail, the stun is enough that you can get your feet under you and duke it out. Yeah, if you're Drogon just stunned off rip, I think that's curtains.
I'm wondering, so I'm going to take your point, Tass, and I know we're talking through it. What about doing the Mon Mothma setup? Think of the cleanse and the heal. Your point is you're stunned, right? Because I'm looking at it too. Another one that people were doing was Mon Mothma with old Ben. That's a turn meter buff rip, and then also
what are you doing
bloody
about
blood.
the CI all the time?
Let me think about that one. I'm wondering if that might be it.
I don't think Mon Mothma is the droid you're looking for on that.
Mon Mothma with old Ben, maybe.
Yeah, exactly, Empire. Does GK counter Seer Malicos Starkiller? I think just GK alone would dissuade me from trying it. Because you think about it, though, the way that the third from Starkiller works, like, yeah, you're going to do the dispel, then your damage. The damage can crit, you can trigger new CI, and then Malicos goes into CI. Oh, good.
You know what actually looks like promising too, and what might have happened to you? Start SLKR on the Ray, and then the Leia on the LV.
That could work, yeah. So
I'm looking at the numbers because I know you called out.
Dig this. Check this out. Hold on. Let's see how this looks. I'm talking, and yeah, we got it still set up correctly. So here, Seer Malicos Starkiller crew and 62.5. 2 battles, 100%. Wow, absolute giga-ass armor penetration. That's a pretty singular cron to attempt that. 61 banners with something much more ordinary, though. Okay. Do your point. I take it all back, Empire. Works.
I think that's a heavy combination, right? It literally is a super team, just in reverse.
Well, it's a one-shot that's 60 plus.
I agree.
Against a team that also is like, what, 7 Omicrons? Like, whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, buffs up.
But I'm looking at the numbers.
Because you're just going to concoct them, right?
Yeah.
So
oh, yeah.
he's
the
going to
get the tap onto it.
He's going to have his buffs from the assist, and then shabam.
So you also think those crons that they have with that, 4 dark side characters, and then you're popping in also offense, armor pen, crit damage, and everything else on a team that's doing primarily physical. Because realistically, the piece where the Leia pulls it is exactly what you said. If you get unlucky, there's nothing really going on with that team because you have slow characters on the other side, and you're just going to be slapping them. So the amount of damage that you're going to be putting, even if there's no crit, because of crit immunity, that's a lot pushing into that team. And then I don't know if that. And I'm talking about Rey, the Seer against the Rey. They're really not moving that fast, minus the Ben, right? You have a slow GK who's going to sit there and wait to lock it out. You have EEzra who's doing stuff, but by that time you've got what, 5 characters moving already.
Pretty interesting. Yeah, it's going to take something like Seer Malgus or above. Yeah, there will be some changes. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be fun. All right, TJ, I think we're going to wrap things up. Appreciate you popping in to take your lumps.
Oh, I had to. I had to defend my honor. I kept seeing the shit, and I was out helping Mindy.
You answered for your crimes. I appreciate you.
You know I will. I will stand with the firing squad. That don't scare me.
On business, you stood. All right, folks. Before I get ready to raid out here, you all know, streaming live here, twitch.tv/Tassinix. Also, simulcasting on YouTube at Tassinix Gaming. If you haven't been there, check it out. Whole bunch of Swugger-related content. Might be interested in seeing Datacron set guides on sets 20 and 21. I will be making a new one on set 22. Make those with Aesop Rock, one of the winningest players to ever do it at the top of the game. We've got the How to Mod Guide series, the, mod guides on characters and factions you have asked about. Things are finally starting to slow down. I've had a whole bunch of family drama that's gone on for months, and part of that has been resolved in the last week with like 2 funerals. So I think things are going to finally start slowing down where it's like, okay, sit around now and goes. But yes, we'll be getting back to that. Regardless, that is up there. The GAC Omicron tier list, and of course, it's a rebroadcasting point for my Grand Arena Focus podcast, Plotting and Scheming, that I make with my friends Dagger, TJ, and Scene, Sasha, Aisha, and Fatal. You know, we break down the last week, duking it out in the thereabouts of the top 100 of Kyber 1. We talk about how we dealt with the meta matchups of the week, our favorite attacks and defense, our lessons learned for the week to come, and anything else we're sharing with you. So that's there on YouTube, rebroadcasted there from Spotify, its native home. But check the description wherever you find the show, because there is a link that you can use to plug it into your preferred podcast program and listen there. Outside of that, anything that you do enjoy over on the YouTube, please give it a like. Hit subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Really appreciate your support. Thank you. And of course, if you want to go above and beyond the Call of Duty, never expected, always appreciated. There are a few ways to support the stream. First is my Cash App. That is $Tassinix. I have a PayPal, tassinix@gmail.com. And of course, if you want to get some enhanced scouting power for yourself, early access to some of my content, and a few other fringe benefits, maybe checking out my Patreon. Patreon.com/Tassinix. Oh god, I gotta that link, right? For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. At $5 a month, you enter the Task House at VIP access level, where you get early access to the Plotting and Scheming podcast. That is coming out to our general audience 8 a.m. on Friday mornings, but my patrons get it as early as Tuesday night, within hours of us recording. You get an early edge on the first round of the week. And yeah, there's early access to the Datacron set guides as well, not to mention a dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where you usually find me lurking, so pop on in and say hi. Thank you so much to Andrew, Anja, Deadpool Cow 28, JJ's Productions Twitch, Jobin4527, Miasmal, Musras, Raise Malbus, Sam Vimes, Chief Dog 47, Qued, Stark Strategy Gamer, Sweens14, and White Wolf. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and to your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot's that tool I showcase at the start of the stream, where you have those bar graphs and charts that give you a quick, easily readable, at-a-glance sense of what your opponent's about. It saves so much time on scouting, and anybody can actually use it for free to look at their opponent's last week of history, but only patrons can build a custom report with any number of weeks. Get a downloadable HTML version of the report with links that you click that go right back into Swugga.gg or Insight, whichever you use. Again, just helping you further save time. Alternatively, you might opt for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili, which is the #1 tool for your mass mod management and loadout creation. Another tool lets you move so easily between your Grand Arena, TW, raid mods. You can comprehensively remod your roster like Fatal and TJ like to do. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, not to mention help out your guild in TW. So, no wrong way to go there at VIP Access Plus. Thank you so much to Dobby, Cam, Meow for Me, Mr. Tony, my newest patron, Bloon, Jake23501, Single Malt Jedi, Snack Attack, Striker, and Trouble Fingers. And at VIP Access Premium, this is $15 a month for the Doublebot bundle. So, Patreon access to me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all under one sub. You can't beat that deal a la carte otherwise, and for that reason, many of my patrons say it is the best deal. All of Swugga, best value bundle. Thank you so much to Arj, Argots, Big Ninja, Duckstaff, Darth Link, Dark Hug, Rick Rack Paddywhack, General Milan, Ivanek, Johnny B. Out Kev, Mini GK, Hills, Wig, Valdag, Sir Boss, Sophus, The Lost Womp Rat, Wilco, and Zoltre. And at the top of the list in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper. This madman has popped in the stream over the years and just gone ham. Dropped hundreds of subs, thousands of biddies, many times over, really. And I appreciate him so much for the support. It's really made a difference. Okay, last but never least, our special thanks. First up to Yoda Force, one of my original supporters from back in the day, bought me the mic that I'm speaking to you on right now, and even though he has long since quit the game, we wish him well from the other side. Mrs. T, my wife, thank you for all you do in the background, furnishing me with alcohol or coffee as the situation demands, or just keeping our daughter from ripping our home apart brick by brick while I'm tied up trying to be halfway decent at a phone game. And of course, to Dagger, TJ, Sasha Aisha, and Fatal, my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming. Gentlemen, it is ever a pleasure and a privilege to record our show together. I learn from you every week. Hopefully the feeling is occasionally the same, but regardless, our viewers learn a ton from our show on a weekly basis. Lots of comments, conversations, questions, engagement around the show. You guys add so much to it and make it what it is today, so thank you. 2 years in for making yourselves available on a weekly basis. Appreciate you. All right. We make ready to raid. You know we're going to do it on YouTube and on Twitch. I guess I should. Who's live? Okay, Zareth's live on YouTube, which means he's going to be live on Twitch. There he is. Okay. So, tough one tonight. I mean, we lost. I mean, that first fight really was the determinant, and everything else was a good bit of fun after that. You know, you can't win them all, but 2-1, again, in the top bracket is something I can live with. I'm prepared to live with that. And we'll see how we do next week. It's going to be tough. The only thing I'm grateful for is that he didn't have any of those super outrageous next set crons available for this week. That's going to be next week's problem. But yes, thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next week, and stay tuned for the next plotting and scheming breaking this week down. Until next Wednesday, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.